Mark McKee played in this band a number of years ago by his family, and funds a guest artist to come in and work with and then perform with the band every February. So we're grateful to Mark and Ann for setting that up and for being here tonight. The guest artist who is joining us is Mr. Pat Harbison. He's a longtime trumpet professor. He was a jazz trumpet teacher at the Cincinnati Conservatory of Music for many years, and then for many more years at Indiana University. And in fact, I was a trumpet player. I drove up to Cincinnati when I was 18 years old and took a lesson with Pat, and he's been a major inspiration for me. And I heard the other day from Mark that Mark McKee also took a lesson with Pat when he was considering auditioning at Indiana. So we're happy to have him and happy to showcase all these very talented young musicians. So without further ado, how about a nice round of applause for the Knoxville Jazz Youth Orchestra, their fearless leader, Mr. Tom Lambert, and their guest soloist tonight, Mr. Pat Harbison.
from Concord Christian School on trombone. Norman Franklin on bass from Bearden High School. Charlie Fairchild on alto from Bearden High. Calvin Blackman on Barry from Bearden High. Silas Good on trombone from Sevier County High School. Yejun Ham on drums from Bearden High. And the youngest guy in the band, Pat Harbison. From New Albany, Indiana.
Which is basically Louisville, for those of you who are
Yeah, he's just across the river, just on the other side of the river. Well, we let him cross.
just on the other side of Mason-Dixon.
He's been down here. He came down here last night and met with the band, and we had a great time rehearsing down at Joy Music School, which is our rehearsal home. And thank you all for being here. We thought we would be at Pellissippi State tonight. We have been for years, and that concert comes with a sound team, a light team, and catering this year, and we're all starving up here. But we're glad to play. All of that couldn't happen because of some kind of infrastructure kerfuffle at Pellissippi. But Maryville College Rally, they have a big concert going on across the way. Their whole support team is over there dealing with the orchestra concert. So we're left with auditorium classroom lighting here tonight. So what you see is what you get. We're going to try to bring the mood down and up without the benefit of those kinds of crutches, right? This concert is to celebrate music, but specifically we're going to celebrate the trumpet tonight. Yeah. And we started by featuring a composition by the great trumpet player Blue Mitchell. That was a tune that he entitled Fungii Mama. And we're going to turn now to music by Duke Ellington from his New Orleans suite. He wrote a composition called Portrait of Louis Armstrong. got consumed finding another venue for this. I hadn't had a whole lot of time to hang out with Pat. So, with your forgiveness, I'm going to hang out with him sometime. That's great. He doesn't remember this, but the first time I ran into him, I think it was at the Brass Congress in Bloomington.
Oh, wow.
In 83 or 84. And I made trips up there as I was in grad school at that time, and just had my whole world elevated in terms of musical awareness. Not long after that, the method came into my small little area, and I started getting better at transposing treble clef.
Yeah, there you go.
And then I started, as I ran into various professional musicians, his name kept popping up. And then there's this, one of his teachers is the great David Baker, who all trombone players know and revere. And another one is a gentleman named William Adam, Bill Adam. And he first came to my attention through the trumpet player John Rama, when he lived in Nashville, played in Nashville Symphony, played with the Blair Brass Quintet. And he would go up there and regularly study with Bill. And then he started dragging the Nashville players up there. Jim Williams and all these guys made tracks. And,
Well, I mean, he even drug up like Gil Long and the Low Brass guys. Yeah.
And I just felt this, they'd come back and they'd be in the woodshed and they'd start sounding better. And then they'd go back up and, rinse and repeat. And it was like, holy moly, wow, what is this all about? And I could go on and on about William Adam and various people that I see Jimmy Stokes all the time. We've shared, I haven't told you about Steel Cops.
Oh, yeah.
But the fascinating thing about William Adam, he's not with us anymore. It's been some years since he passed. But his students, now they're second, third generation, maybe even fourth generation of William Adam students, they get together once a year to celebrate Bill Adam. And they have a festival. It's marvelous.
Death by trumpet, we call it, yes.
And I got to go up and play at one of them in Boone.
Oh, yeah.
The big band who backed up the trumpets. And I'll never forget that particular engagement because there were 5 saxes, there were 4 trombones, and a rhythm section, and a parade of solo trumpets. And every new tune was a fresh force of trumpet players ready to play. So by the 3rd or 4th tune, we were all like, oh guys. And there was just more and more energy all night long. There was nothing like it. Anyway, as we continue to talk trumpet, we're going to turn to music that's associated with another one of the foundational trumpet players, Big Spiderbeck. Was from Davenport, Iowa. And one of the pieces that he gave us all is called Davenport Blues. And this is a Rich Madison arrangement of Big Spiderbeck's Davenport Blues. band leader, trumpet player, composer. He left his mark here in our country and across the pond in Europe. And the big band that he started with Mel Lewis is still holding forth on Monday nights at the Village Vanguard to this day, decades later. The list of folks that have gone through that band or written for that band is really incredible. And it's all goes directly back to Thad Jones and his influence as a composer for the band. We're going to play an example of his music. This is Thad Jones' original composition entitled Big Dipper. This year, it's, in the last year, it's having a pretty large presence of its own, and that is a small group that operates out of our large big band. And I'm going to turn it over now to them and let you have an opportunity to hear an example of some of the stuff that they're into. Do you guys want to talk about this? Or do you want to introduce it?
This is Appointment in Ghana by Jack McLean, and we're going to play it pretty okay.
Okay. Well, we can judge that.
One, two.
guys in a small group are going to be playing out in Oak Ridge on the last Saturday of the month at ORCMA, which is the Oak Ridge Civic Music Association's annual fundraiser for all the things that they do out there to support their symphony orchestra, their chorus, and they bring in lots of chamber groups through the year. That organization, through this Rock to Bach fundraiser that they have, features a couple of different rooms full of music all day on the last Saturday of February. And these guys are going to play a couple sets out there that afternoon right before their dinner. So if you like what you heard and you want to hear some more, that'd be a great thing to support and get to hear some more music as well. We're going to continue with, well, I got to keep hanging with Pat. He was on the faculty at Indiana University for 29 years.
26, but it only seemed like.
Okay, fish stories are growing. A long, long time. And, you know, he has been known on occasion to sit in and guest with various groups over the years. I've certainly been aware of that. And I thought when I contacted him, he'd have a whole list of things. Hey, let's do this. Hey, let's do that. And he kind of hit me with his tail between his legs and said, you know, I'm gone from Indiana University, and all that music I used to play, it's still there in the library. And I'm here. And so I thought, wow, okay. And he said something to the effect of, anything you want to do. I mean, I'm all ears. I'm game. What do you got? So I was able to go dive into the holdings, the library, the stuff that I've collected over the years, and then go back to him and say, how about this? How about that? How about that? And virtually everything that I presented him with, he said, yeah, it's great. Yeah, that'd be fun. Okay. I don't know that particular arrangement, but I know the tune. Yes, indeed. And then we got to the next tune, and he said, yeah, that's my favorite. So, no pressure. Right. This is an arrangement. It's a great Fungii Carmichael song, number one, who has Bloomington, Indiana connections. And
Charlie, by the way.
I'm sorry?
He's planted to there, so he's there connected forever, right there.
Okay. That I didn't know, but I won't forget. And not only is it a Fungii Carmichael song, it's a semi-nestical arrangement that he did for the Count Basie Orchestra of Stardust. I hope you enjoy it. Pat Harbison. And that also really focused on our saxophone section.
Yeah.
I know you've met 3 of the guys in the section, but I want to also bring attention to 2 other guys. They're in special roles this evening. Landon Lazier over here from Bearden High School is playing alto saxophone. Landon is an alternate with the band this year. He's an alum of the band, and we're glad to have him back with us. And speaking of alternates, we've got a great alternate system where somebody's out for some reason. And the reason these guys are in here is a couple of our band members are in Florida with their high school band. Imagine that. At a time like this. But anyway, coming to us from Lenore City High School, another one of our alternates this year is Blue Arena. These guys just dropped in last night and played the rehearsal, and here they are playing for you tonight. Speaking of trumpets, we were speaking of trumpets earlier. The trumpet tree wouldn't be complete if we didn't talk about Clark Terry. And he wrote a piece called Boomerang. It's on his album, Serenade to a Bus Seat. That's what we do when we play music. Speaking of high school bands going to Florida, I think last night was their overnight. We all got much more sleep than they did. But anyway, Clark Terry's original composition, Boomerang. This is a Roger Pemberton arrangement. Roger's a woodwind clarinet guy. I think he wrote it for himself.
Another IU guy.
I wish I'd asked him. He used to hang out. He used to come by Boots' joint.
He and Jerry started the IU book, basically together. And like the 3 of them. Predated. Yeah.
Okay. Well, he wrote this chart, and again, we hope you like it. Boomerang by Clark Terry. trumpet section, who I'm not sure I've introduced anybody from there. All the way on your right is Cynthia Marcus Brock from Oak Ridge High School. Next to her, playing a lot of lead tonight, KJ Kirk from Maryville High School. And in the center tonight, another one of our alternates who actually has played with the band before and came to us this year with a Barry sax in his hands, but he's back here tonight playing trumpet again with us, Bryce Yeager from Concord Christian. And next to Bryce is Emma Hart, also from Concord Christian School. And over here on this end, Patrick Houston from Central High. And this year also, for the first time in my tenure with the band, we accepted an understudy pianist. She showed up for auditions in September, and we just knew that we wanted her to be close to the music. So we invited her to come join us every week, and my mission, the cornerstone for this, was that she get to play on one tune each time that we play out somewhere. And that's going to be true tonight. This is Esme Schaefer. She's going to join. She's from West High. She's going to join us on yet another trumpet tune.
Gosh. Who knew?
This one was written by Benny Golson, and he entitled it, I Remember Clifford-Vax. So here we are playing Benny Golson's tribute to Clifford-Vax. You've met everybody in the band except a few of our trombones. Over here on this side, Jonathan Campuzano from Farragut High School. Next to him, Lucas Hines from Roane County High School. We met Silas, we met Jacob, and over here on this side is an alum of the band. AJ Jaheen went to Farragut High School, and now he's a freshman at the University of Tennessee. We're glad to have him. We've got one more tune to play for you tonight. Thank you all again for coming out here, for enduring the curveball. I know that our original sponsor for this, Larry Vincent at Mississippi State, he's just devastated over the fact that we couldn't play there. We love playing in that hall, but as I probably intimated earlier, I've sat out here and listened to juries semester after semester as a member of the faculty of this college, and I sit up there and I dream about what would it be like to have this band up on the stage. I hope it sounds out there like I imagine it. And I'd also like to especially thank Pat for taking a chance on us. We've enjoyed it. We really just played last night, hung out a little bit, played some more, hung out some more, and he's just full of stuff, as you can probably tell from some of the back and forth. All I have to do is say something, and it prompts a flood of information in return, and I don't want it to end.
Yeah, I'm full of useless information.
And I soak it all up. I'm just a sucker for useless information. Anyway, we're going to play one more tune for you. This is written by the Dallas-based band leader, Chris Berg. He's had a big band out there for years. I've gotten to hear the band. It's stocked with Dallas area professionals and folks that went through this little place called the University of North Texas. We used to call it North Texas State. They changed their name to protect the innocent.
It used to be a teacher's college before. It was North Texas State Teacher's College.
And anyway, Chris Berg wrote this. He was inspired by the music of Joe Henderson. It's based on the structure of Record Homé, and Chris entitles this More or Less, and it's again going to feature several of the folks in the band. Thanks so much to Maryville College. Thanks for coming out. And once again, the 24-25 Knoxville Jazz Youth Orchestra.
Thank